You ever feel like you're crushing it on the outside, but on the inside, you just feel like you're really, really struggling and you can't figure it out? You ever been in that situation? Look, a lot of people have. I'm Coach Dana Cavalea. I coach high performers in many different industries, from professional sports to financial services, you name it. And I've worked with guys that make $100,000 a year, and I've worked with guys that make $1 billion in their businesses plus, right? So look, the struggle's real for all of us, right? I've struggled at times and I coach people all day long. So here's the thing, like if you think about anxiety and you think about stress and you start to think about strain in general, a lot of it comes from this one thing. And the one thing is this: you are putting too much pressure on yourself to succeed because you think that by succeeding at this level, you're not going to have any problems. And I want to tell a quick story. This is about Norman Vincent Peale. He is a great author who is no longer with us. He's a preacher, and he was from Marble Collegiate Church in New York City. And he used to have people come to him and say, I have so many problems. And he used to pull out his pen and his pad, and he would write to them, and he'd say, I want you to go to this address, and you will find people that do not have any problems. And they'd go to this address and they'd find themselves in the middle of a cemetery in the Bronx, New York. And he said, look, go to a cemetery. Nobody there has any problems. But remember this: problems are symbolic of life. So if you have problems, it's okay. It means you're alive. We all have problems. The anxiety comes from, and the stress comes from, and the frustration comes from how we deal with those problems, or if we ignore those problems, or if we ruminate on problems that may not even exist. How many people ruminate on something that might happen? It may not happen, but it might happen. So let's pretend that it's going to happen, and then let's get emotionally involved with it as if it's happening. And all of a sudden, you can find yourself in a total swirl, totally jammed up. Your language goes negative, your thoughts go negative, your vision goes negative. Everything begins to become a catastrophe, and you begin to catastrophize, and you begin to overthink, and this becomes your dominant thought pattern. So the next day you get up and it continues, and the next day you get up and it continues. And then all of a sudden you're looking for evidence as to why all of these things are happening to you. And you start to find evidence because you're creating this situation. And I'm sharing this with you today because it is a common thing. And you are not alone. This is not exclusive to you. If you consider yourself not performing at the highest level right now, that's okay. And it's happening to you. But just because you get to the next level doesn't mean that it's not going to happen to you. So what do we need to do? What do we need to do here? What we need to do is we need to get your mind right by getting your vision right, by getting your self-talk right. So when you find yourself going down that road, you very quickly can navigate yourself back by changing your language and using a pattern of change to do that. Something like a clap like that can break you out of your cycle, and use that as your indicator to go the other way. Things aren't going well. I'm losing money here. I don't know what's going to happen. Boom. This is going to be a great day. I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to find an opportunity. I am going to figure out how I'm going to earn something big today. I'm going to earn a big contract. I'm going to do the deal. I'm going to make the sale. I'm going to start the business. I'm going to fill in the blank. You're going to do it. But you got to remember, if you find yourself going this way, you can and get yourself very quickly going the other way. So I just want to share that quick lesson with you. No state is permanent. You decide on what state you want to be in. Elevate your frequency, elevate your thoughts, elevate your ideas, and realize this: negativity will never take you to a positive place. So I want to share that quick message with you today. If you like this, I want you to write champion down below, because I'm here to make champions. I want you to see yourself like a champion. I want you to feel like a champion. So write champion down below and stay with me on this journey. And if there's anything you need help with, put that in the comments too, and I'm happy to help you. This is Coach Dana Cavalea. See ya.